Welcome back to the Everything But the Bar podcast. You are here with Rabbi and Master Distiller, Benjamin Tarabello of Tarabello Distillery, CEO of TDMath.com software, the compliance through point of sale software you need running your winery, brewery, and distillery agency. On the left, we are pulling up the New York State Liquor Authority, or maybe we won't. Hey, just popped out. We're going state by state, all 50 states, and for those that are fans of missed 52 states, okay, that wasn't a joke. I need to include the District of Columbia and its funky laws, as well as Puerto Rico and all the territories. Yes, we're going to go through all of it so you can create alcohol, sell alcohol, and start killing it, making money because you're keeping it in your wallet. That is always emphasis at our company, TTB Math. Yes, we are consultants, but more than that, we are business focused. Keen-eyed to save you a couple bucks without having to pay all the extra fees. As we work through the Liquor Authority of New York, there are a lot of important facts you have to know. Number one, New York is a very business-friendly state. There's the New York State Liquor Authority, who's in charge of everything. Usually, it's intimidating. However, there's a great office. Give them a call. You'll be surprised. They answer the phone. They get back to you. They're courteous. I strongly recommend doing business in the state of New York. Okay, now what the licensing and their mandate is important for you to know, because if you're calling them up because there's a cat in your distillery, every distillery must have a cat, it ain't gonna help you, okay? Especially if for some reason the health department is there and angry about the cat. Why? I would never know. They are in charge. The State Liquor Authority is in charge of licensing and permitting on the state level, okay? So this is not federal. You have to deal with the TTB separately, okay? So for the state level, they are in charge of manufacturers, the wholesalers, and retailers. They can come they evaluate all applications, background checks, make sure that you're compliant, and all eligibility requirements are in place, and will finally determine whether you get your license. So the SLA is very helpful. They have checks that they have to fill out, and they will follow through. Now, once you get your license, they enforce the law, okay? So you want to have a good relationship with them. Don't shake them down, and definitely don't offer them a good drink. But they do like a good drink, like most of the human race. They're in charge of investigating violations, inspections, disciplinary actions. Just about everything that you don't want to get, they're in charge of. You want to be on the good side. They develop all regulations and all error of regulations. They interpret the regulations. Yeah. You might not like their interpretation and think you can sue, but remember the last two that they do regulatory enforcement, licensing, and permitting. So whatever they interpret it, no matter if you're by accident a southerner in the state of New York and you live by a gun, this is not going to work here. You got to know that you got to be boys with them. They're in charge of everything. They're in charge of the revenue collection, your favorite tax collector. So don't be a hero saying no taxation, because that didn't work in 1790. It's not going to work now. Pay it and pay it on time. Public input and community relations. Okay, that's another one. They work with local boards to make sure it's good for you or bad for you or what. They're only going to work with them if you give them problems. So just be ahead of the curve. Always be polite. Make things are in order. There's no reason really why that should happen. They're going to guide you. Just be polite. Reach out to them. Knowing the structure is important. They're very close with the governor. They're their own division. They're their own, complete department. You want to be friends with them, get to know them, be honest with them. They're here as much as they are to discipline the industry. They're also meant to be the best friends of the space. You want the governor to do a ribbon ceremony, they'll help you get that. They really will, by the way. They're fantastic. So reach out now. If you need any assistance in the state of New York, to us at ttmath.com. We love the state of New York. We want you established here. We'll get you going. Tomorrow's going to be part 3. See you all tomorrow.